So what is Drank? It's a way of giving a score to content. It's a way of determining quality of content, and then basically letting you show content on your site, sorting by that score. So here's just a simple example. You've got a bunch of nodes, and then you've got the score applied to each node. The higher the number being the better. So you've got a lower number in the red there, and the green ones will be at the top. You implement this just as a field. Drank provides a Drank field type, and then you put that on the node, and then you just sort those nodes by that field in the view. Why did I make Drank? Because I run a website called sourdough.com where there's a lot of content, just tons of bread photos, just tons of bread, tons of posts, not all of them great, and I wanted to find the best content and show that at the top of the site on the home page. So with Drank, we can make bread cool again, I hope. Drank is different to radioactivity. You may have heard of radioactivity, which is a way to measure the popularity of content. So if a node gets tons of views, that increases the radioactivity score. Drank is different. It's measuring. I'll show you what this. But so radioactivity is measuring the popularity of something. But as we know, popularity doesn't mean it's a good thing. Always, as Justin Bieber shows us. So Drank is measuring the quality. And it does this with a few different metrics. So these are some metrics I've built for sourdough.com. I'm measuring how many comments there are, how many comments per view, which I think is an important interaction. It shows there's a lot of interaction going on. Does the content have an image? How many images? And I've also created a metric which shows, which integrates with 5 stars, and so it brings that 5-star rating in and adds that to the score. So every Drank metric is just a plugin. Here it is for Drupal 7, and every plugin, you can make your own plugins, you can make your own metrics, you can override existing metrics. All you have to do is return a score. And I'll show you that now, how that all works, how Drank works. So here I am here in the Drank configuration page, and so you can see that, is it big enough? Yeah. You can see that I've got the cache expiry period. The score for a node is calculated on page view, but you can cache that up. You can say, every 5 minutes or every 5 days, only recalculate the Drank score. So here are the actual metrics that I have on my site. So I can basically configure all of these metrics. I'm giving a score to each comment here for comment counts. Some metrics are more like a ratio in format, and so I'm timesing that number to create a score for those types of metrics. Just simple ones like, does the content have an image? If so, give it an arbitrary value to add to the score. How many per every image, give an arbitrary value. And then here we're converting the 5-star rating into a score that's suitable for Drank as well. And then views per day down there. So once we've configured all the metrics, you then go over to preview, which is just over here, and we can actually then see all of the live preview of all the scores for the content on our website. So here I've got top ranks, and this is just content through the whole life of the site from the very beginning. So you can see the numbers really get up there because there's been a lot of time to accumulate value there. I've also got new ranks, and so you can see the score is a lot lower because this content is fresh. And then on the right, you can see the individual values that have been calculated for each metric, and they're all added together to create the rank. If you hover over them, you can see how much percentage that metric contributed to the total rank, and so it's different for every node, and that kind of helps you fine tweak the actual numbers that you're setting in the configure section. Down the bottom, you can see overall on the whole site what is contributing to scores as a total. So most of the time here, my table's a bit broken. I'll refresh the page actually, that'll fix it. Bit slow, but basically you can see that I know that this one here is actually the 5-star rating column. So on this side I've said I want to put a lot of weight into the 5-star module, so that's very important in my rankings. So that's the preview page, and I'll just give you a quick example of what content looks like with and without Drank, a bit of a before and after. So here is basically the front page of the site, or the content that goes on the front page with Drank. So you can see that the top post is this one here, the second post is this post here. Without Drank, that post is basically the main post because it's got a lot of comments and it's got the most views. But I don't think it's actually the best quality content because it doesn't have an image. So by placing weight on the fact that the content has an image, that makes it go to the top. And the 100% starter bread recipes, that's still second place because it's got a lot of comments, and I've also placed a lot of importance on that metric as well. There's a few subtle differences in the ordering of content, but another big one is that when I go down the bottom, you'll notice that with Drank, I've got all the content without images at the bottom, and without Drank, it's a little bit more evenly spread. Yeah, and that's basically Drank. Any questions? Yeah, don't be shy.
Have you noticed any difference in the SEO and the popularity of the rankings of those pages based on how you're listing them here?
Have I noticed any difference in SEO? Not yet, but I haven't looked. I haven't looked at that yet. Yeah, yeah.
And one of the things that radioactivity does is it has the notion of a decay.
Yeah.
Any thought of how you might incorporate age of the post into the ranking there?
Yeah, I've got one metric that actually kind of does that. It's so this one here, comments per day. I mean, that's just something that over time will get less because usually you get less the content stay the same on a piece of, the amount of comments stay the same over time, and you just add more days. So it's kind of a similar thing in a way. But one day radioactivity probably will be actually a metric for Drank. I just don't want to use radioactivity as the entire score. Yeah. Yep. Anything else? No? Too easy. Thanks, guys.